They say silence is golden, but for Malachi, silence was survival. He was 13, living in a dusty township where the sun burned hot and the streets whispered secrets. Every morning, he walked to school with his head down, his backpack hanging like a burden. The other kids laughed, shoved, spat on his shoes. "Where's your drunk father now?" they'd sneer. But Malachi never answered. He just kept walking, because silence was safer than truth. Home wasn't any better. His mother, Denise, used to sing gospel in church. Now she sang curses, drunk and bitter, her voice sharp as broken glass. One night, she threw a plate at him. It missed, but the message didn't. "You think you're better than me?" she screamed. "You think your silence makes you holy?" Malachi didn't cry. He just went to his room and drew. That notebook was his sanctuary. Inside it, he sketched angels with wings, mothers with halos, boys who could fly away from pain. He hid it in his backpack, guarding it like a secret heart. But secrets don't stay safe forever. One day, a bully grabbed the notebook and tore it apart in front of the class. Malachi snapped. He fought back, fists flying, tears streaming. The classroom erupted. Teachers pulled him off. He was suspended. And when the school called home, Denise didn't come. She didn't even answer. That night, Malachi found a note on the kitchen table. "I can't do this. You're better off without me." The bottle was gone, so was she. He didn't cry. He just sat in silence. Days passed. He slept outside the church, curled up under the stars. That's where Miss Ray found him, the school counselor who never stopped trying. She brought him inside, gave him food, gave him warmth, and then she introduced him to Pastor Elijah. Pastor Elijah didn't ask questions. He just looked at Malachi and said, "Your silence is sacred, but your voice is powerful." And something shifted. Malachi began to draw again, but this time he shared. His art told stories of pain, of survival, of hope. Then came the Sunday that changed everything. The choir was short one voice. Pastor Elijah asked Malachi to stand in. He hesitated. I don't sing," he whispered. "I only draw." But the pastor smiled. "Just try." Malachi stepped up to the mic, trembling. The music began, soft keys, a slow rhythm. He opened his mouth, and what came out wasn't just sound, it was gold. He stood on a stage in front of hundreds, his drawings behind him, his voice steady. He sang his heart out.
I drew angels on torn paper, but never thought I'd rise the same. It broke my voice before I knew it, buried dreams beneath the shame. But grace found me in the quiet and whispered softly through the flame. I didn't know I could fly, didn't know I had a song. Thought my gift was just surviving, but my soul's been singing all along. I didn't know I could shine, didn't know I had the light. Now I'm standing in the fire and my silence turns to flight. Mama's tears felt like confession as the church stood still in awe. Even I was caught in wonder at the voice I never saw. Every bruise became a rhythm, every scar a sacred line. Now the boy they tried to silence is the one who leads the climb. I didn't know I could fly, didn't know I had a song. Now the heavens echo louder and the broken sing along. I didn't know I could shine, didn't know I had the light, but I'm right from the silence, and I'm soaring through the night. I didn't know I could fly, didn't know I had a song. Now the heavens echo louder and the broken sing along. I didn't know I could shine, didn't know I had the light, but I'm rising from the silence, and I'm soaring through the night.
The congregation froze. Denise, sitting in the back, dropped her Bible. Her eyes widened. Her mouth opened. She hadn't heard that voice since she was a girl. When the song ended, the church erupted. People stood. Some wept. Denise ran to him, arms open, heart cracked wide. "I didn't know," she whispered. "I didn't know you had that in you." Malachi looked at her, voice still trembling. "Neither did I." The crowd rose. Tears fell. They saw themselves in his lines. Silence broke. Applause. From that day on, he didn't just draw, he sang. And every note, every sketch, every word became part of a legacy that silence had once tried to bury. And in that moment, Malachi's voice became a legacy. If this story moved you, if you felt Malachi's silence, his pain, his rise, then don't let it end here. Drop a comment below and tell us, what part of Silent Legacy hit you the hardest? Have you ever found your voice in the middle of silence? Like this video if you believe every child deserves to be heard. Subscribe for more stories that heal, uplift, and transform. Share this with someone who needs to know. Their silence is sacred, and their voice is powerful. Let's turn pain into power. Together. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.